Yo, what's up? It's your boy Hey Kiddo 5. This is episode 23. This is part 2 to episode 22, where this time I'm going to be talking to all the moms out there. In part 1, I was talking to the dads and telling all the dads how they need to start taking an active role in their children's lives, especially how they need to start being better fathers to their children. You know, I related some of the experiences I had in my life with my dad that I'm currently having. You know, my dad is an asshole, and that much is true. You know, he goes to work, he does what he has to do, but my dad is an asshole, and I realize this. You know, I wish I could change his attitude that he feels about life, you know, but I can't. You know, but today I want to dedicate episode 23, part 2, to all the mothers out there in today's society. First of all, let me start by saying this. A lot of moms say motherhood there is no plan for it. Motherhood is not a planned thing. Well, I'm here to tell you, even though I'm a guy, it don't take much common sense to know that motherhood can be planned. Now, granted, you got, you know, your mothers out there that say that they're not ready to have kids. Then you should have been wearing protection when you and your mans was up there getting down like that. You know? Don't sugarcoat it and be like, oh, well, you know, it was an accident. There is no such thing as an accident, okay? Let me tell you that. They need to remove that from the dictionary unless somebody literally is not paying attention. But here's the thing. The word accident, it means something that does not happen on purpose. Okay? That might be true. But I do believe when it comes to sex and it comes to kids being born, I do believe that somebody somewhere along the line is paying attention. Either this man did it on purpose, or the woman did it on purpose, where she was purposely trying to get pregnant. There's no such thing as a child being born by accident. That's impossible. And the main reason I say that is because no matter what, somewhere along the line, one of the two parties agreed that they were going to do this. Men, we know what comes out of us. We know. It used to be a saying back in the day where the grandmamas used to be like, oh, the devil coming out of all the men. And that's when every time a guy would go to the bathroom, oh, the devil's coming out of him. Well, since we do know what's coming out of us, then how is it that you say to a woman, oh, I don't want to have no kids? Yeah, you know, if you choose not to wear protection, you're going to end up having kids. I don't see how you think that your life is going to go like an adult film movie, you know, where you go out there and, oh, you know, he just ejaculate all over you. That's not reality, man. That's not. People, in my opinion, I don't think do that in reality. And if they do, then here's my thing. These dudes need to go ahead and go to porn then and be porn stars, because they the only people I see have a reason to do that. If you want to have kids, then go out there and have them. If you don't, then don't. You know, don't say that this child was born by accident. Stop calling your kids accidents. They're not accidents. Your kids are not accidents. You just the dummy that wasn't paying attention. That's all. You just the dummy that wasn't paying attention. Mothers, I'm not going to dog y'all. I didn't dog the fathers, so I'm not going to dog y'all either. I'm just going to straight up and be real with you for a minute. If I can be real with you for a minute. All the mothers, soon to be mothers, and women who want to be mothers, learn a lesson while you can. And that's this. Your kids, they're going to be there. Unless you pull some crazy shit and you kill your kids off, which I don't understand the point of even having them. If you're going to just go right ahead and you talk about some, oh, I'm aborting them. It's already too late. They're 1, 2 years old. It's too late to abort them. They ain't in the womb no more. Now you're just murdering them. If you cannot handle the responsibility of taking care of kids, then you should never have it. Go seek some professional help. I talked to the fellas the other day. But I spoke to the men and I said that y'all need to step up. Women, it ain't just on the fellas. We cannot do it by ourselves. Let me tell you something. Ladies, y'all are more important than the guys. And let me tell you the main reason why. Women make more of a major impact in today's society than men do. Without a lot of roles we have in this world, we really couldn't have that type of attitude about the jobs and everything we have in today's society if there wasn't a woman involved. Take a look at every big important guy. There's always a woman behind it. President George W. Bush, there's a woman behind him. Lady Bush. Bill Clinton. Hillary Clinton. He even had Monica Lewinsky. So there were 2 women behind him. You take a look at our current president, President Barack Obama. Michelle Obama. The First Lady. Where there's a strong guy, there's an even stronger woman. Ladies, that saying, and please excuse the language, I've been filing this video, I'm sorry for that, people. Please, like I said, excuse the language, I do understand. Women, there is power, and like I said, excuse the language, there's power in the pussy. And let me explain that. Regardless of whether or not we fellas want to admit it, unless you're gay, you're going to go out there and you're going to seek a beautiful woman. To you, she might be beautiful. To somebody else, she might be ugly. You know, but doesn't matter. You see beauty in her that they don't. Our world is ran off the idea of sex. There are 3 main powers. Power, money, and sex. Those 3 main powers that run our world are currently running through the entire environment. No matter which guy you see, there's always a woman with him. Regardless of whether we want to accept it or not, none of us would be here on this planet if it wasn't for the fact that there's a woman involved. Men, we are born from women. Every daggone person is born from a woman. You know, from woman comes children. You know, when there was Adam, there was also Eve. You know, I'm not dogging the homosexuals, but regardless, the original template was man and woman. And it's always going to be that way. They can't change it. The homosexuals can't change it. Can't say it was woman and woman. Can't say it was man and man. Regardless, it was man and woman. Now, you chose for it to be man and man. You chose for it to be woman and woman, but that's your choice. I'm not talking about homosexuality there. I'm talking to all the ladies. Mothers. It hurts me to see today's society give a definition to a woman that they have to be kind of like sluts, basically. That's not true. I don't know where they got this whole idea that every woman and mother in today's society should be a slut. That's not true. It shouldn't be that. I mean, that's ridiculous. Excuse me. I believe that we have some pretty good mothers out here in today's society. Else we wouldn't have children that are growing up in society where now they are currently doing good with themselves. You know, where there's a strong guy, there's a strong woman. And I know I've stressed this point like 6 times in this video, but I'm going to stress it again. Where there's a strong guy, there's an even stronger woman. Women are the major part of society that we really need to increase on. And not only that, but we need to hold that idea of motherhood as to being something that's a good thing. A lot of people look at it today, and thanks to society, motherhood is not a good thing. They're not saying motherhood is a thing that is a beautiful thing. It's a good thing. No. Society is teaching young girls these days that motherhood should be something that, you know, is planned. If it's not planned, then it's an accident. No, it is not. There's no such thing as accidents. You just weren't prepared. And since you weren't prepared, you were being stupid. So instead of calling it an accident, just say you made a mistake. Because that's exactly what you did. But don't say to your kids that they're mistakes. Because they're not. Somewhere along the line, somebody in that party decided they were going to do it. Ladies, y'all need to step up as mothers. Y'all do. Y'all need to step up as mothers. We men can't do it by ourselves. You know, kids expecting that sensitive person to be part of their life that understands them and knows them and loves them. Now, as men, we gonna always tell our kids, "I love you." We always tell our kids that. But the thing is, we can't really show it through a warm embrace and a hug and all that and a kiss because we're not that sensitive. We are stone hard, rigid men who go out there and we do what we got to do. We are strong, you know, while women are more sensitive, feeling type people who can bring that love and that affection that kids are looking for. Like I said, a good family is a family that has a mother and a father. Now, no, I'm not saying that two homosexuals can't have a good family either, but eventually one of them homosexuals is going to be tough, stone and rigid, you know. One of them is going to be tough because guess what? At the end of the day, it's still practically the template of a regular, you know, family. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that topic. Ladies, y'all are needed so much when it comes to families. We men, we just don't get it. We don't. And I'm not dogging guys. I'm not dogging the fellas. The only thing I'm saying is that, you know, when it comes to keeping the kids active, that we can do. When it comes to being part of the kid's life, that we can do. When it comes to the kids sitting down and wanting to talk to somebody, that ain't daddy's job. The main reason I say that is because daddy not going to sit down and listen to you talk about your problems, because daddy got problems too. That's where the mother comes in. You know, mommy gets down, talk to me, baby. What's going on? Now, granted, you know, we can, but I talked to the fellas already, and I said that's what they should do. They need to start learning to be a little bit more sensitive to the children's feelings. I'm talking about the fellas. All I'm saying is that, ladies, y'all need to do a better job of being part of the kid's life too. Y'all think that it's supposed to just be on the man to always be the person that. Let me tell you something. That whole saying that, oh, you know, you always gonna be daddy's girl when it comes to the little girls, the daughters and stuff. Let me tell you something. That saying is so damn retarded. And the main reason I say that is because regardless, you're singling the child out by saying that the child is always gonna be daddy's girl. So he don't love his other kids? No, he loves all his kids. That's why they invented that saying, you're always going to be daddy's kids. That same saying can be true. Because when you look at the mothers, you know, say, that's always going to be my little baby. And she always talking about her son. That's my little boy. And for those people out there who believe that mothers cannot, and I mean, they say mothers cannot train a boy to be a man, that is a daggone lie. If it's anybody that knows what a man should be doing with their life, it's a mother. Mothers can train boys to be real men. Men, our definition of what a man is supposed to do is so daggone stupid. Go to the strip club, drink beer, and sit in front of the TV. That's what we say a man is supposed to do. I didn't get my definition of what a man is supposed to be from my father. I got my definition from what a man is supposed to do with his life from my mother. My mother trained me. Now, granted, a woman can't say, you know, Now, I'm going to be honest. Yes, a woman, because a woman would know it more than anybody else would. A woman could tell their son, okay, he wakes up with morning wood. She can tell him what's going on. She would know. So the only thing I'm asking today is that mothers, y'all step up and do a better job at being the mother in the child's life. You know, I talk to the guys. We need to step up too. I hope that in these two videos that everyone had an opportunity to try to re-examine their role as a mother and a father. The kids need you. I want to have kids someday, and I will. And I'm going to do a damn good job of being a father to the kids. Thank you.